What's going on, guys? Yeah, my the video won't work, so I'm just using raw cut from straight from my camera today. Usually I have like blur effects and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get a digital SLR somewhere down the line. And my audio is not working. Okay, let's whoops. Ah, man, I just accidentally exited the game. Well, get that back up. But yeah, it's working. I think I turned it down last night. I think I was watching some YouTube where I just did the dailies on Final Fantasy. I got my second coronavirus shot, so I was just chilling, waiting for the fever because apparently 80% of people get a fever. My arm just feels like it's got punched, and like my lymph node underneath my boobie is kind of, yeah, it's definitely audio. Yeah, here we go. So what I was thinking to do, wait, we'll have to go to this other scene. There we go. I was gonna watch the Heavsward. We haven't actually. There's like a tiny little bit of the quest left. We're gonna talk to Minfilia in town, but I haven't actually seen this Heavsward intro movie. So we'll watch this. Wow. Make our way into town. That chick's from an opera or something. Got a whole bunch of these. Thinking I was gonna be sweating my butt off so I could hydrate. Not real good. Is that the main guy from the Gladiators? Salting it. With her no pupil eyes. Oh, what? Someone killed the Sultan. As if a little Lalafell could bring down Braun. What a Braun. Big ass sword, eh? Damn. I thought that guy was a gunbreaker. Ah, this is when the Dragoons got introduced, eh? Rishi Nagawa. Oh, okay. So that was one of the most popular characters though. That's pretty cool. That's why he's always like a different class, like a mix-up. Because in Shadowbringers, he's like a gunbreaker, hey? I guess you can change classes too, so it makes sense that that standing character could change. Through the floating islands, man. Kinda creepy. I wonder who assassinated all the leaders. Yeah, it looks freaking crazy, eh? It's like a Dark Knight. Went from Gunbreaker to Dark Knight, eh? frick is that guy? I like how they introduce all the main characters in the next story. Man, dragons look pretty sick. I'm just about to. I'm like about to talk to Minfilia. I did the main dungeon, and I was like, "Oh, I'll start the stream with a Heavsward video." Seemed good. What's good, Deadwave? Oh yeah, Floody. I'm also streaming on. Oh, that looks creepy. Also streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Man, I love their titles, eh? I used to draw Final Fantasy 8 and 10s a lot. Their artists are amazing. That's my Gunbreaker. That's like the base one. I haven't got any better armor yet. Probably will once we get to Heavsward. Yeah, see? We're about to put the waltz in. What's in here? Up as well. Damn straight. Ah, cheers. Call you Hozo. Thanks for the follow, mate. Can't see the yes. There we go. Ooh, nice. No, that's good, bro. Is it a good job? I'm thinking about maybe taking today off because I got the second coronavirus vaccine yesterday. Apparently a fever's supposed to kick in. It hasn't yet. I feel a little weak, but other than that, pretty good. My job's pretty physical, so I probably should rest, but we'll see how we go. They have maintenance today in like 3 hours, so the Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the aether, a pattern observed only once before in its history. 5 years ago. Is this Bahamut? I should like to think it mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. A great sacrifice we have delivered Erzia from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and therefore secured peace. We cannot allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. I'll take this off. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb. Oh, and I know not how. Oh man, I didn't read that fast enough. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm. This very star. What? Yeah, that's like no XP. What's up with that? I was thinking like 100,000. It's pretty weird. Maybe they forgot to adjust that one. Because I heard they did a lot of XP adjustments. You can now fly while mounted in Lanusia, Fenland, the Black Shroud, Corfus, Central Highlands, and Mordona. To take flight, simply jump while mounted. That's cool. Most bounce speed in Northern Fenland has increased. Lavender beds. Pretty cool. You have gained the ability to take flight. Summon forth a flying mount and try jumping to take off. Can my chocobo do that? Advancing. Ascending. Descending draws sheath weapon ski. Okay. How do we descend? Oh, okay, so sheath is descent. Jump is ascend. What's up, Milfy? Oh, true. Worst thing was my arm felt dead. Yeah, it feels like someone just like mad punched you, eh? My friend has real skinny arms. He got it in his butt. It's pretty funny. Yeah, after a couple of days. I got like, the first time I got swelling underneath my pec, my boobie, and it didn't go away for like a week and a half. What the hell's this? A recurring problem. The price of principles. I don't know which one we should do. $50. Please me to see you well. Tataru? Do excuse me for interrupting, Zeke, my lady. I was actually thinking about asking him to jab me there, because then my arm wouldn't go dead. But then you have to sit on it. No. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this evening. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Balsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies. Me. We are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of wretches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavour to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will. The message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. That's how it works. The gentleman Tataru spoke of us was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we informed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn... What is that? It's like... Oh, it's like a broken one. That's cool. And neutrality are fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? She wants to be a sellsword? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you. Allow it. My urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided, but I impose upon you to consult the others. They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. So she wants to sell the company's... What's this quest? Infilia has need of your talents for re-emerging primal problem. Ah, this will be the Bahamut fight. It's kind of like the endgame raid. Still work to do. Oh yeah, there is. The ultimate weapon's destruction. Tutsweem has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Almajar, the Ixchel, the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites. That is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Basically this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Which was AIDS. Bistros. Well, there's like heaps of expansions to this game. And what? Heavsward, something, Shadowbringers. And then the Endwalker's coming out at the end of the year for this. So there's heaps of stories for me to get through before I can actually get to the real endgame. And everyone says the endgame for this game is just making your character look cool. Like, it's called glamours. The leaders concluded that they must need turn to us once more. To the aetheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to be a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. Yeah, the Destiny franchise, man. Bungie did so well, with their gunplay. It's all about just shooting stuff. They tried to make the story interesting, but it was too late, eh? Like it's always in like their later expansions where everyone starts to understand what the hell's going on. I haven't actually finished Destiny 2. I wouldn't mind giving it a crack. It's like enjoyable torture. Like to be punished. Yeah, hit and miss, so. I still don't know why they killed that robot guy. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties. Oh, this guy got like abducted by a black sorcerer. Like a black mage. Franklin's return marks the beginning of a new chapter. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Yeah, Cade 6, that's the one. Back to the matter of the primals. No fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear. It is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one short step at a time. He was like the only character I liked. And they killed him, so I never played Destiny 2. Your anger has the overview of the situation as it stands. This is your anger. I never see him fight or anything. Turns out he's like the strongest. Oh, I didn't want to carry on. They did that with Ghost, hey? It used to be that little midget from Game of Thrones. And they changed his whole entire voice line. That was another reason why, what do you reckon? Bungie's hard to work with? What the hell's this out here? Leave the solo. Speak with Y'shtola, Thancred, Papalima, Yoda, and Ida, and Urengo. Out here. What's this? Dull. Man, there's heaps of level 50 missions here, eh? Level 50, the price of principle. Here they are, just all chilling. Someone's missing. Oh, this guy. Ah, yeah, Peter Dinklage. He's a Pommy, eh? Then Nolan North got it. Oh, man, that sucks. Just erase them, eh? Erase their voice or erase their character. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Laminson sent word of the summoning of Titan. They mayhap you also recall my words to our host. Okay. The Beastmen have justly responded that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. As I spoke in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts, to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. So they don't want to help people for money? They just want to help people to help them? Voice went ghost carried on, yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. I liked when he played Ghost. He's a good actor, man. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have a power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Al Amigo could be liberated if only the Scions commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Zeke. Each path is paved with good intention, but where their lead is far from. Been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. I wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know. So she likes the gifts. Yeah, man, he's good in Game of Thrones. Me and my missus watched it over like a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It's just ridiculous because there's like, how many seasons? 8 or 9 or 10? I think there's 8. Sucks how abruptly it ends though, but I guess they had to end it somehow. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Uldar now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Ida, sorry. Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers, don't worry. Yeah, everything in that show is a shock. Shock and awe, man. If you can't get in, I think after season 1, they're all pretty similar. It's just you following everyone around until they clash. It's really slow. Like all the way up to season, like, what's her name? Daenerys. It takes her forever to get to Westeros. Such knowledge as I possess. I thought like the seasons was going to be her fighting all the houses and stuff. Whether man or beast man, we are. If you like, what is it called? Filler. Like, but it's all backstory, and you know, why are people doing this, and why are some houses in this area? Like, it all makes the main story make sense. Our comrade Fankret now returned. Thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. Okay, this is the other quest where we're talking about should we sell our services for Gil. Yeah, Breaking Bad's amazing. Walking Bad's pretty good. Punisher. I haven't actually watched The Punisher. I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah. I really like that actor that plays the Punisher though, because he's from Walking Dead, eh? What was his name in Walking Dead? 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous, as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power prefer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Well, why do the hard work when you can pay for it, eh? Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labour unseen, define and defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubts not thou shalt return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall be ever ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortune so finite. Ah, Shane, that's right. Man, you know all the actors. Go Deadwave. I suck with names, eh? I'm terrible. So we got this mission. Where'd he go? Oh, he's still talking. Primal fear, yeah. Beseechingly in your direction. Fear in his eyes. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings. I think this is when you get the other ones we've done already, but they're harder. Like the other dungeons. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrive from Gridania. A primal walk of the shroud. Those who have borne the eldritch spirits witness a return to tell the tale. Avow the near before have they seen its like. The gods quiver, doth investigate as we speak, and Meseems, Bal and Lewin would welcome a capable adventurer's helping hand. Pray hie thee to the seat of the first bow, and shine thy light upon the matter. Just to talk. It's Fankred goat going on here. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, these are all like the savage missions. Berger wants you to vanquish Ifrit and has information that will help you to arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Moral Flames. Tis as Yuringer said, fear. Big movie man. The Amaja have already summoned a threat. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of the Badesian insisted that I refrain. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everyone's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into a threat. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak to the Commander Swift. Once last thing before you depart, doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this threat is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable... Yeah, this is... I can't remember what they call. They, like, every dungeon has a certain difficulty level. I think there's, like, something called Savage. Maybe that's the first difficulty from default. Okay, so we go back to... Speak with... How's this guy? Oh yeah, I remember this little dude. It's a cutscene. Yeah, go get some sleep, lover. Good luck with your job interview tomorrow. I'm loving my new job, man. It's sick. Yeah, well, it's only going to be a couple hours till they do maintenance, and I'm gonna like go lay down before I go to work, as well. Regather myself. Chill out. Gain some strength. Is aught amiss. You desired counsel, and you shall have it, Minfilia. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Uldar. Must do what? As long as we remain within Uldar territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Aetherite. You know full well now beneficial one would be to our cause, which is why it and others' favours will be denied unless we cooperate. If Uldar is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Feels sad. Experience has taught us that appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Uldar and the people over the years, but I truly believe this is the best course of action. As you yourself observed. I guess I'm yawning, eh? Uldar is our home, Athenod. Cast aside everything we have built. Start anew, and that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make. Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to find the signs of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the path of the 12. Hear that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are much your family as... Man, that's pretty cool. That will be all Athenod. She's going to ponder on it. Sweet. Good luck, Dead Wave. Hope he gets that job. That'll be sick. The concern is most generous, but no. I've left in the hands of men, better suited to the task than I. I could never very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Strength. We need that one. Getting like bugger all XP from these. Good. Class jobs. Better ring. Yeah. Once again, Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. I think once we leave the Scions, that's when they get assassinated. Is that what's going to happen? Pray attend to Offanod. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Offanod awaits upon you. Much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer due time. It's weird, I did like a 180. What's up, bro? All because of this fanciful rumors. I wonder what the rumors are. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Thalamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of a singular talent and much beloved by the people of Earthia, not to mention a certain Sharlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Imagine if she is still alive. Ophelia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philemon's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Till recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philemon is alive and well. One of our informant's father, Lewid, has sent word that a woman watching the songstress description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean, to set forth for La Nocia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Garujo. Okay. Should we do these primal missions first too? Speak with Swift at the Hall of Flames. Feet of the first bow at Madonna. What is this one? Moving up. Noisia. And this one's at Ul'dah. Okay, we'll do the return. Return there. Talk to the flame guy. I think it'll just unlock it in our big party. What's that? Laundry Splendors. Welcome to the Saundry Splendors. In this one-stop shop, a subsidiary of Rowena's House of Splendors, practically every weapon, piece of gear, or helpful item that can be purchased in exchange for Allagan tombstones and similar tokens has been gathered in a single convenient location. Take a moment and browse the merchandise. Okay. Tank. Primal gear. Damn, I don't have any tombstones. Physical damage. Can we go Gunbreaker? Range physical. Burt Gang. Oh, I've got these things. What are they? Ironworks. Huh. Pretty cool. What was that? Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. Oh man, there's gotta be heaps of level 50 quests, isn't there? Corpse Groom. Huh. Just do this one since it was so close to Minfilia's main quest. Bahamut, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we already relayed to the Walking Sense, Ifrit has returned. The Primal is to be found in his domain, the Bow of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Ifrit found within the depths of Zarak, the Armajar stronghold. The Armajar have constructed their own Aethernet from salvaged Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without the problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow science. The present incarnation of Fret is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Damn. First foe. Oh. We go. Will that make us start it though? Oh no, that's the finished. Hey, we can fly now. Oh damn, this is way better. Oh damn. This is cool as. I can't believe the chocolate can fly, man. This is weird. Do we just use it? Wait. The viewfinder has been updated. That's cool. Now we go here. what this little building is. This is where you start the game, down here. Archers Guild. Archers. Yeah, there's heaps here. Good receptionist. Hello, Lewin. It's like Robin Hood. Bahamut, I've heard much of your deeds in recent days. You come to lend your strength to the primal investigation. Yes, your aid is most welcome. So, I shall proceed directly to the matter at hand. Thou still unsubstantiated, ill rumours stir against the townspeople of late. Rumours of a shadow-clad knight who rides in the shroud. Under normal circumstances, I would pay such idle ghost stories little heed. This time, however, we have reason to suspect. We have naught to gain by rushing to judgment. I would have you go to the streets, Bahamut. Speak with the people and hear their words with your own eyes. With your own ears. Hear with your own eyes. Yeah, look, that's you got 25k for that. I always forget you gotta eat. Yeah, get it into you, mate. Okay, go talk to the peeps. Yeah. So you become an archer. Four people? Some of those guys. I only see 3. From here. It might be this guy. The Ghost Knight, eh? I saw him. Clad from head to toe in armour, seemed forged from shadow itself, galloping through the shroud atop his Heavsward steed. Mark my words, the trees themselves were quivering. Are they talking about... What's his name? Oh man, he has a horse and a mad sword, and the sword is actually the actual Aeon, or Primal as they call it. Be good. This is all the Black Knight, after which I promptly fled for my dear life. Should you end up in my position, you both to do the same. I have my pride, but I am no fool enough to cast my life away. Besides, one look was enough to know. This is a manifestation of pure evil, where he, Ixion, is that his name? To turn that massive sword against Gridania, all of our lancers, as one, could not hope to stand in his way. How are these blue things, man? Not very splendid. Ah, saw him clear as day, clear as night, you might say. Me too, with me own 2 eyes. More fearsome than the rider was his ghastly steed. I know not where yet you've travelled, but I can assure you you've not seen more frightening a beast. One thing I can tell you, friend, that was no spectre or shadow. Nay, he was as solid as you and me. This one. bastard. Don't sneak up on me like that. Forgive me, ever since espying a glimpse of that ghastly horseman, yeah, my heart won't stop racing. I knew the elementals would punish us sooner or later for daring to disobey their will. This is surely a sign of sinister happenings to come. Report your findings to Lewin. You can jump on you, okay. What's up? A mammoth sword and Hellsborn steed. It is clear now. Our worst forebodings have proven unfortunately prescient. Odin, my bad, not Ixion. Odin, the dark divinity. We won't do that today, though. Worry me on mine. Oh, this is this is where you do the Palace of the Dead. You must be the adventurer I'm expecting. What the hell's with his little horns? Ah yes, Odin, the dark divinity bow. Lord Lewin is understandably distressed at his arrival. As one has read the scriptures, however, I'm not entirely surprised. Odin, as the ancient writings have it, rode forth into our world, wielding a dark blade capable of cleaving earth and the heavens. By his fell blade did perish earth himself, the countless multitudes of her people. At long last a great hero, Alag, did arise to do battle with the dark god. Odin was slain, and his spirit sealed within a forest spring. For years, this was thought to be a mere wives' tale, a ghost story told by mothers to frighten their young ones into obedience. But recent archaeological studies at Allagan ruins have unearthed damning evidence to the contrary, and now these rumours. The scripts claim that the dark divinity slumbers in Ulf's fount, deep in the heart of the shroud, where the people of the crystal confines him. I have ventured into the forests and seen the crystal with my own eyes, but this was many years ago. It is entirely within the realm of possibility that something has gone terribly awry, and the fetters of crystal confine the dark divinity no longer. I would send you to Earth's fount to investigate the matter, but be forewarned, your path will not be an easy one. Should any evil spirit stand in your way, this water of cleansing shall avail you. Inspect Earth's seal and use cleansing water to defeat evil spirits. Just to go that way. Fly. Yeah, he's pretty strong. Gonna get stronger and stronger or what? Deliver to... Is that the guy back at the village? There's like no marking for that guy that gives you the Palace of the Dead mission. Okay. Oh. Whistling girl that held the dark divinity in check. Were you able to ascertain what has become of it? Magical energy still remains in the stone, though its powers have grown. DM, what's more, behold how the stone has been cleaved clear in twain by Odin's fell blade. There can be no doubt. Yes, there can be no doubt as to the identity of our unwelcome guest, and yet it is almost curious. If the dark divinity rides free, why does he tarry in the shroud? Any road, you are to be commended for the bravery adventurer. Simi is preparing a report of this very matter as we speak. I would be most grateful if you could share your findings with her as well. So it is indeed as we feared that the seal of Orf's fount has been broken, and the dark divinity rides again. I must draft a report immediately. Oh, these materia. Probably determination. With your aid, I finally managed to complete my report. A thorough survey of the eyewitnesses' reports, along with the most credible theories regarding the dark divinity's presence in the shroud. I intended to deliver the copies of the report to Brother Pepsi and Bella myself. The Scions, too, would no doubt be eager to learn of our findings. I would be most appreciative if you could deliver a copy to Yuringa instead. My duties demand I remain composed, but in all truth, I fear for the fate of our people. Should the time come, the dark divinity draws his blade against Grodania. Promise me that. Okay, go. Okay. Guess we continue the main quest, and then when we go back to talk to Milfy, we'll talk to Yuringa. How is this going on? O sweet siren of the sands, my Mickety news, why have you forgotten me? Titan's Bane, Zeke, brings you to the humble resort. Then you mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us, till so very recently was the songstress of Uldar? Gads, man. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame, to think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west, where she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master. She'll serve us well. That said, there are a number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I'd be most appreciative if you could travel to the wine port to do the same. That port? Damn. I remember going there. Oop. Wired. I don't know how I accidentally tapped the space. We got old maid in here. So who are we actually looking for? What was this guy? It isn't Zeke, the saviour of Wineport. To what do we owe the pleasure? Ah yes, we did receive a custom matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Ah, okay. Too much deodorant, eh? If she was in your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. That's funny. Up here. Hello. Jungba. Hey, you want to know if I've seen a Mikati lass by the name of Bilal? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for too bloody long. Let's go. Is he blind? I see you have many great adventures since we last spoke, Zeke. Must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of a bloom native of these parts, in fact. I said as much as we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff, the strongest scent. You make haste. You may yet find it over there. Then cross the second. Did they turn right at the second bridge? Yes. Oh, jeez. Just don't even care. You still look young. It really is her mum. I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire. It was too late. Just making perfume? I don't. Who are you? Whom do you serve? Appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. I thought that was... Yes, Ophelia, or should I say, Celia is looking for you. Celia? You are the very picture of health, milady. Yet the things you did. Can only conclude that this was by design. The question is why. Not everyone who endeavours to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Benfilia when the time is right. It does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lanosia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I travelled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, you came here to harvest these flowers. You should perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Would you interrogate further? Apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, While we continue this conversation in a safer locale. My port, see? Good. Back to Wineport. And then see what's up. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfili's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. It's pouring down rain. It's like inside. Definitely a Highlander, eh? Ooh. Choke. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay? Yes. Kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. It'll be my pleasure to escort you to the Waken. We go back to Milfy now. Oh. We give the report to Urenga first. Palima, welcome. In for Garuda Awakening. I think I'm where they'll be able to cast light on the shadows that daunt the shroud. So it is true. Having awakened from my eternal slumber, the dark divinity now rides free in the shroud. Whilst you were at field, I immersed myself in the scriptures. The more I scoured the words, the more I did realize that the writings draw heavily upon Allegan historical chronicles. History is quite a fascinating beast, is it not? One nation's glory is another's suffering. One nation's great hero, another's most abhorrent villain. I mean not to speak in platitudes, only to say that there is never but a single side to any story, even a story that is presented as historical fact. Oh, that's right, we get the materia, hey? I was thinking... a crit hit. Probably not a good thing to put on a tank. Is that it? This quest is not yet available. Dungeon requirements. The Bowl of Embers. Have you vanquished Garuda, who has returned stronger and bloodthirstier than before? Very strange. Maybe we do it after this. Descendant, you have a guest. Does Minfilia have ears somewhere? You seen it like this year in years, Zeke? I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. That's cool. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. From the best. I have a gift for you. Is it the perfume? Forget, you wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again, just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It's no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I can't say. Same for Zeke, however. I could not have made it without him. Because of that bloody big goober. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you both. Schmalcolm. There's something else. Is this the cat's eye I found? All these years you've kept it? My father was a member of the Al Magan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ulda. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Laman who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. No stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. Is it clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both? One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. I gave it to Laman as a gift. He said it was beautiful, but there, I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Something amiss. No, silly. I think it's quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed. It made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all that the many things you have done, I cannot help but think that of which you have yet to do, and what it may entail. Cilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ulda. Lamin. You built it once, Cecilia, you can build it again. But this time, we'll do it together. Truly? Pardon me. Time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant style as you proposed. And he's like, I've already done it. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldessian. Preparations begin at once. Oh. laying the foundation. Infelia would share with you the latest news on the Scion's imminent relocation. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is no such time to be done, and so the first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild represented there. Were it not the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support. Sympathetic to our cause, though they may be, you need to concern yourself with such matters and to say them. He's already done it. Really, Upnord? I need concern myself with anything. It is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely to whom the resolution of such matters might best be trusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed missionary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. Cool. It is an honor antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphanod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the signs of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which needs to be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. So, unless I must much mistaken, you are the one who known as Zeke, are you not? May I say what pleasure is to make your acquaintance. Slathborn spoke to you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Gallian castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favour us without your presence again ere long. Well, I gotta work for the Scions now, bro. Surely I'll see you. Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Zeke. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with haste at first aid. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have travelled so far. There is already so much you have done for us and for me. Okay, we'll speak again anon. Till then, take care. What the hell am I doing? Sitting by myself? Zeke, are you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphanod has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. The hell am I just sitting there by myself? It's weird. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. Negotiations are concluded. And our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities, material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defenses and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tartaro's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. The waking sands to the rising stones. Possibly poetic? That wasn't your doing, was it? I do have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans. They have each pledged their full support. General Rahman included. Off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. You sure that is wise? If anything, it is mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Herzia. Let us affirm our identity, reclaim our achievements, that all may know what the signs of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. The people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Herzia to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and at once at all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire, to you, my fellow scions, I would say this. Prepare great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and time again, united as one. Must be some way I can... Wait, the area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Farn to teach me the basics of mining too. It's funny. What if we get heaps of good mining there? Laying the foundation. Do you ever wonder how he does it? If you know what I mean? It's almost predictable that he should appear. Oh, I'll be right back. See what's up with this dozen. An emissary of the Adventurers Guild. Mere months after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, your sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slafborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Zeke. Cool. We're actually going to go... I remember this place. Be right back. Man, the rain's crazy. It's like blasting down. I had to go shut the windows. A couple of the rooms nearly got soaked. Okay. To expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Z. You have something for me, yes? Sealed documents. In their foundation. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you? Since we don't, though, we'll just have to give you the work of a dozen. What a prick. That's not very nice. We got a pretty sweet necklace. What rings? Those rings look heaps chunkier. What is this quest line, man? Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see, huh? But I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has a little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. Well, it was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had. About to learn. It may be a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it will be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Zeke? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gudania. It would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Quite alright, friend. Can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear there's no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can be rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. What is going on? Jesus. All this. The car. So weird. Magic technical difficulties. Okay, we gotta use our ladder. What is going on, little lady? Okay. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within this route? Or whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask that anti-sentinel if there's anything you can do. This day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that a novel primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Fine arrival is customarily timely. Zeke, the Afric waves leave little room for no doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but Iringa says the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mogul's guard begun such follies. Suffice it to say the disturbance warrants a full investigation. The presents have been requested by Commander Heliox. He awaiteth. Pray hasten to Gridania, Zeke. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you. May you walk in the light. It's possibly a primal. Nest. That was Ada's nest. Right, I always forget you can't use your mount in town. That guy again. A pleasure to see you as always, Zeke. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to, We're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Seeking solace, what the hell's that? One guy, the Moogle Kupla Cop, visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with their elder. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. He proved to be able ambassador to the Sylphs. We would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest of you should hear from Kupla Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seldseer at the Lotus Strand. What the hell's this mission? Seeking solace. I guess we'll do that another day. Just here. Hail to the king. May I show you in? Proceed to a Lotus Stand. Where the hell are we? Where is he? Yes, but no. Hmm. I'm gonna fight a bloody Moogle. This music's putting me to sleep. It's so soothing. So weird. Conjurer's Guild, okay. Where's the Conjurer's Guild? Is this where we are now? That's where we couldn't spawn then. What the hell's this? Wow. Okay. What's the other mission? Brother Asumi on like a word above. Just stress. Hmm. Lance's Guild. Bloody Murals, man. So they're from the heavens? That's pretty crazy. I thought they were from hell or something. They're like little devil bats. Yeah. Bat wings. Take the ferry to the Sweetborn Pier. I'll go on ahead. Sweetborn Pier. Talk to it. Tiny? Oh, Skipper. My bad. He was right next to me. Quite a mission. Warrior. Mogul noise, man. You were just following me. Area for show. When you attune to override, you better open away from you. Oh man. Ugh. Hard. Use the duty finder to confront the good king Rugor. Okay, so we got to do that as well. We just do one after the other. You have selected regicide. So it's just like a big boss battle. What about... So it'll be an era. Horn March. Maybe there'll be more people trying to do this. Yeah, it says 27 minutes. Windy wedding. What is that? Oh. Hmm. Isn't that like a party finder? Yes. Hmm. Oh, you can't use both. Unlocked duty, so I don't have it yet. Let's put that up here, eh? Down here. Slay wind sprites for their cause. Just gonna kill everyone with wind magic. Where's my party finder at? Crossworld party. Right. Yeah, we could do hunts. Sorrel Haven. Oh, is that for completing all of them? Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do the main quest. This is what happened on the weekend when I was... Because I thought we would have got straight into Heavsward, but... Oh, man. Looks like... Still got a couple of primals to do in A Realm Reborn. Well, what can we do? Can we do? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get... Maybe we'll have to try again on the weekend. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. We'll see you in the next stream. Got it. Just really looking forward to doing that. But remember to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one. As always, stay out of trouble. Have a good one.